Softball 605, and we're here with Beth Nolz, ASA umpire. We're at the beautiful brand new Market Grille in the Hy-Vee on 10th and Kiwanis.
Yeah.
What a beautiful facility here.
It is. It's really nice. It's brand new. It's about a month old.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was very eager to see that it opened up, and they've really done a nice job with the decor. Looking forward to trying the food.
it's really good. I've eaten here a couple times. So,
Well, Hai Chai is one of my favorites, but now we'll have another option here. So it's great to be here. And this, of course, is your day job.
yes, it is.
You're not quite at the position where umpiring is paying your way completely, right?
No, it helps a lot, especially in South Dakota where we are only 5 months, 6 months of the year. We need to have an extra job.
Yeah.
If you work down south, then you would have work all year and you'd be able to live off that income.
Are they pretty good here at Hy-Vee about letting you get off when you need to be off for tournaments?
Yes, they are very good about it.
Sure they would
They
be.
make sure that they are, if I put it in enough advance, they have no problem with it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's always a friendly smile in every aisle.
Yeah.
I'm sure it extends to the back rooms as well.
Yes, it is.
So, Beth, you've been umpiring now how many years?
9 years.
9 years. And where all did you go this season, this last fall and summer?
I actually ended up going to Oklahoma City for the 18 qualifier and 16 qualifier. And I also went out to Salem, Oregon for the 16 golds.
Now, that's really impressive that you're getting to travel around and umping in different locations. How do you see the level of play in South Dakota as compared to some of what you're seeing out around the country?
It competes with only getting to be able to play outside for 5 months hurts South Dakota because we don't have the time outside on the field. The girls can play indoor, they can play on the hardwood, but it's nothing like playing on the field. Just because the ball bounces different and everything like that, you never know what type of experience they've gotten unless they go play games south.
Yeah. Well, and we don't know I don't know what the other communities have, but here in Sioux Falls we're pretty blessed to have 2 different really nice facilities.
Yeah.
Sioux Empire Fastpitch, of course, has their indoor facility, and then Sioux Falls Diamonds have another very nice indoor facility. So that's nice for players to be able to at least practice year-round, even if you can't get a game atmosphere.
Yeah, it is nice. It helps. It gets repetitions, which is a lot of what sports are. It's all on turf, which is a little bit different than what we normally play on, but it still gets some use to the ball.
Yeah, batting practice, a lot of other opportunities in the indoor facilities. So, what are the steps for progression for an umpire in the ASA? Where do you start out, and are there different levels that you go to?
When you start out, we have a clinic every year in April that because that videotapes a little bit of that in late March, early April. That every new umpire through 5th year has to go to.
Okay.
In Sioux Falls.
Through the 5th year, so they go back every year?
If they can. It just gets them refreshed, helps them out. We answer a lot of questions. That's where they start, and then the main thing is starting on the field, getting into a league, working 3-4 nights a week if possible, so that way they work with the veteran umpires as much as possible. And then as time progresses, they get into some small tournaments throughout the state, like Mitchell and Brookings and all of them have a lot of small tournaments that doesn't have the high level caliber ball, but it still is
Great
good ball for them to get into. Just working some tournaments, it's a little bit different balls, a little bit more different atmosphere. And eventually, as the years go on, you'll get asked to go to state school after your 3rd year.
And who makes those decisions about going to state school?
Any umpire can go to state school.
Okay. It's just best to have a little experience under your belt first. Now, when you talk about the clinic that happens here in late March, early April, we did come to that last year here in Sioux Falls, but I also noticed that just about every softball community has those.
Yep.
It seems like they have them going on across the state, so hopefully when the time rolls around, we'll be able to put up a listing of those clinics, or wherever a potential umpire is at, they can go.
Nice thing about it is the one in Sioux Falls is that you have all the umpires that are running it are in the prime of their game right now. 7, 8, 9 years experience where we're just getting out of that level of new umpires. So they see us, and a lot of kids look up to us because they see us up front. So that helps.
And you remain approachable to them, so if they have questions later on, they feel comfortable coming to you, I'm sure.
Yes.
And then you guys are doing a great job out there mentoring those young umpires too.
Mm-hmm.
You really have a program in place for that.
Yes, we do. League is a big part. Like the first few days of league this year, we had the kids, any kids that wanted to come a few minutes early to learn from us, like on the field stuff that was available for the first few nights until everybody had a chance to.
Okay.
So you have certain kids who only work certain nights because they play ball on other days.
Sure.
A lot of girls will play 2 days a week and will umpire 2 days a week.
Is that where most of the umpires come from? As players?
Yes.
That makes
Players
sense.
are either side, boys or girls. We got a lot of boys that play baseball that now will go and play that like to umpire now. But they do fast pitch instead of baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, the pay is a little better because a lot of baseball it's free.
Okay.
So
Yeah, well, it's good to be able to pay for your ball habit, right?
yeah,
No matter where
it
you're
is
at.
kind of nice. A lot of times it just pays for your equipment because you have to buy equipment, your own equipment, and all that stuff. So when you get into tournaments, anyways, you do to just keep it updated and stuff. So
Well, I'm sure it varies from community to community. It's what umpires do get paid, depending on what league you're in. But what is a beginning umpire? What can they expect to make umpiring a game?
they make $16 a game.
Okay.
First year. Second year, they get paid $18 a game. And the third year, they have to be in full uniform. So then they get paid $25 a game, which every umpire from there on gets paid $25 a game.
And that gives them an opportunity to save up a little money to buy that uniform too, right?
Yes.
So now, and the game is, what is the clock? 80 minutes?
Yeah. Well, league it's 75.
75. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not bad for 75 minutes of work.
No, it's not. And like we tell most umpires once get in the uniform that 2 games, one night of games, which is 2 games a night, that pays for your uniform.
Oh yeah.
Shirt's $25, and you go buy gray pants at Goodwill or Kohl's, and black shoes. That's all we
simple.
require.
Yep. So now you've had some special things happen this year. You know, in addition to going to Oklahoma and Oregon, right? Mm-hmm. The 2 O states.
Yes.
You missed Ohio this year.
I've never been to Ohio.
Well, I'm sure they have some softball going on there too for you.
Yes, they got good ball going on there.
Yeah, they do. You also recently became a member or were inducted into the, what is it called again?
The National Indicator Fraternity.
National Indicator Fraternity. So
Yeah.
tell us what that National Indicator Fraternity is.
An umpire that has gone through 7 years of experience, registered ASA umpire,
Okay.
and has been asked through our state UIC, Steve Griswold, to go to nationals. You have to have gone to 3 nationals,
Okay.
or to an advanced camp,
Okay.
which is basically another national. So it's 2,200 umpires out of 30,000 umpires
That's
have this reward.
That's
So,
a very small percentage.
yes,
You know, it's less
it's
than
not very
1%.
well heard of.
Yeah. So, or less than 10%, right? But the award you got is beautiful. You should share it with people. It's really, really pretty. National Indicator Fraternity, Elizabeth Nolz. So you do have a full name other than Nolzy.
Yes,
South Dakota 2015, and it is a hand holding
an indicator.
an indicator. So
It's kind of neat. It's real. I mean, you can tell it's
yeah,
got weight
it's
to
heavy.
it. So it's
beautiful base.
Yeah.
Really a nice award. So you have a place that you put this, a special place at home?
Yes, I actually have a wall. I have a half wall in my room, and I have all my awards and all my pictures and stuff set up there.
Because
So
you
I-
also played.
Yes.
And you have your awards, I'm sure, from there.
mainly just umpire and stuff.
Mainly
but
just
yeah.
your umpire awards?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to get a picture of that sometime. Sure. So I always ask you this, Nolzy, and I think every time we need to be mindful of the opportunity, and hopefully there are young people out there that are just starting to umpire
Yeah.
or they're interested. What would be some recommendations and suggestions you would have for them?
Just come out to the ball field sometime, and even if you don't want to umpire, just watch an umpire. See if you want to do that, or come out and work bases. First day we give them a blue T-shirt for free. They can put it on and in whatever clothes they have, and go do the field.
Okay.
Good experience. Get some kind of know. We walk them through where they need to be, so that way they get better calls. Certain positions where to be. Position-wise, so the coaches don't get upset because they're in any one spot making calls.
Okay. And is it helpful for them to watch games on television and watch the umpires there? Because watching a game as a parent, as a player, as a coach and as a referee? You're seeing them from totally different perspectives, aren't you?
It is. On TV, it's kind of hard because they might run different mechanics. Every association, which there's multiple associations at high school level, have a little bit different mechanics on the bases. Just how they do things, the way they set up. Sometimes even on the plate, they do have a different stance on what we teach. So that way you have the right angle. It kind of depends on the association. Usually you can go off the on TV and be fine because you'd see kind of where they set up. But
it's probably good to even observe how it differs from what you see watching local league.
Because I started doing a little bit of college also, and there's I have two different mechanics now. I do. But you just know the difference. You know what to do and what not to do. So
know which game you're at, right?
Yeah.
that always helps. So what were your thoughts on the high school season in South Dakota this year?
I thought it was pretty decent ball. We had some really strong teams. The ball was, for South Dakota, was not bad. We're getting to the level of competing with the area, with the Midwest, meaning like Minnesota and Nebraska. They've got pretty strong associations, and so they come up for Armory Neck every year. Those two states get a lot of teams up.
We had a lot from Illinois this year too at the Armory Neck. So.
Yep, we've had Missouri before too, so that's always fun to see different teams around the country. Kind of depends on where they're at, if they compete or they'll blow everybody out because they're just
that much.
Yeah, they're able to play more experiences. Yeah,
they get to play a little bit more and probably travel quite a bit, and they don't have to travel as far for high-level competition as we may have to do in South Dakota. But we do have a lot of teams in South Dakota that are traveling to tournaments all over now. I think that the experiences that they're getting, they bring back, and every time they play somebody new, that experience rubs off on them. And
so there's a few teams down this year that traveled down to Florida and to California, and they came back and were just, the one team got 5th down in California. I mean, it depends on the team. This team was a select all-star team. So they are not all-star, but it's a select team. The coach picked girls from all over the state and put them all together. He wanted just a traveling team, and so they went and they didn't take certain girls. It is any girls that wanted to come out. They had a tryout for it, and
obviously went well.
Yeah.
So we're getting more and more competitive on the national scene.
Starting to,
That's good. Well, Beth, I appreciate you taking some time with us on Softball 605. Are there any clinics over the winter at all that you participate in or that umpires can go to when they're not quite so busy with the games?
There's one in early April that is our state school that's out in Pierre this year.
Okay. And again, anybody can go to that?
Any umpire with experience, they suggest. It is a $90 to go to it, so plus your hotel room and stuff. It's just our state school where our state UICs and head UIC head umpires and chiefs will be at to basically critique and to train people how to set up. It's a fun 2-day training, a day and a half training less, where you learn a lot. You get one-on-one evaluations from all the head of guys there. It's I wouldn't suggest going to there for your first year because you're going to be overwhelmed. But come your third year, if you want to excel with umpiring, you are required to go.
You need to keep moving yourself up. Plus, you're not only getting good education, but the camaraderie when you get together and do trainings, and knowing that when you're out there on the diamond, I'm sure a lot of times you feel like you're on your own.
Yeah.
Even if you have other umpires working with you, you feel like you're on your own. But it's nice to get together with other umpires and just share experiences and know that you are not alone. You're part of a fraternity.
Yeah, it is. It's like a big, like I've told a lot of people, it's like a big family.
Yeah.
Something happens and they are all right there.
Yeah.
An umpire gets around the field and you got 3 umpires that are ready to jump up and go.
Yeah.
And especially in South Dakota in the 130-degree weather we have sometimes, if umpire goes down, you have 3 umpires to stand up and want to go.
Yeah, and we saw that this.
So, which has happened. I've actually gone down twice in my career with heat.
When you're going from game to game, sometimes it's hard to remember to stay well hydrated and get out of the sun when you can.
It's just it takes a toll on you. By the end of the weekend, you're pretty much toast.
Yep.
Then Monday morning, you don't have much left, but you learn how to deal with it and stay hydrated as much as possible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, key and learning factor here. Don't test an umpire late in the tournament. You're never going to win, are you?
No. Nope.
Any patience that you might have had on Friday is gone come Sunday.
It's true.
All right. Well, again, thanks a lot for taking time with us on Softball
Yeah, no
605, Beth, and congratulations on this wonderful award. Looking forward to spring rolling around soon.
Me too. Thank you.
Thanks, folks.